right, so you know the name of the show is about some high quality, some high. We want to know.
You want to know what the most expensive drums are?
Not yet, not yet. Not yet. Right. Maybe not so fast, because I do have a couple more questions. Okay. Now.
This is a classic set of Gretsch drums.
Classic.
Classic. They were made in like 1980. In my estimation, one of the best years for Gretsch drums. But the older stuff just seems like it was made with more care, better materials, and as a result, with time, they wind up sounding better under a microphone.
So no cutting the corners when it comes to stuff made early on, you think?
No, and I have drums back to the 1890s. I have
What?
I have a massive collection of drums.
And you just collect them, or you play, or what's the deal with you?
I started as a player, and I started collecting them when I decided to do Drum Doctors, which is my company.
Drum Doctors.
Yeah.
Look them up.
I'm real good at people describing what they want.
You getting it out their head?
Sonically, yeah.
That's special.
Yeah. It's my job to not only give them what they're asking for, but to shock them with how good it is.
How accurate. What's some of the wildest description that you've heard when someone has approached you?
I get all kinds.
Give me one.
I want drums that sound green.
What the hell?
I'll get that. I want really ferocious sounding drums. Ry Cooder called me up one time. He goes, bring me a set of drums that sound like we just dragged them out of the swamp.
And you get excited by and bringing them that description.
Yeah, I dig that. I had a last-minute call from Kendrick Lamar's people.
Okay.
Kendrick wants a straight-ahead jazz kit for this project. I said, done. Those drums had the original heads on them. Jazz had been played on these drums since 1963. Kendrick came up to me afterwards. He goes, I've never had anybody bring me exactly what I wanted.
Wow.
Before. That really struck a chord in me, because that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I like to be the cat who helps people.
And we need more people with your personality on this earth.
And I'm up to like 423 sets of drums.
Different drums.
Different sets.
Different 400
sets.
400
sets. Sets.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes you collect 400? Like what makes you say, I need this one is unique from this one?
It depends on who you're talking about. Like the cat from Metallica, he was using those.
Give me a price. How much is this?
This snare, they only made a few of these back in the early 80s. So this snare alone is probably worth, I don't know, maybe 12 or 15,000.
Just for the snare?
Yeah, just for the snare. And the fact that the Chili Peppers used this set for the record, not that I want to sell it, but if there was a Chili Peppers fan that came at me with, you know, six figures, somewhere in six figures,
it could walk.
Yeah, it could.
It could.
Yeah, for that kind of money.
I'm not mad at that.
For that set, I had someone offer me, because Metallica has, I guess they have a wealthier following. That set minus the snare, I had an offer of $250.
Shut up, bro.
$250, and I turned it down. Turned it down.
What? For some drums that's been used? For some drums. It's been used without the snare.
Well, let me say one thing. I get a lot of people calling me. Hans Zimmer, his people called me up one day and they said, we're scoring this movie, Iron Man, the first Iron Man movie, because we want drums that sound like Metallica. I said, well, I'm looking at them. So they rented them, you know? So it's like...
Oh, so it's been passed through some good hands and used for some good things. So somebody approached you with $250,000, and did you sleep on it, or did you give them a hard no?
No, it was a hard no at this point.
Really?
Hard no at this point, yeah.
Damn.
You know, Metallica's fame just keeps growing, too.
Yeah.
So there's a little business involved there.
And you want to keep, you're a hoarder.
I want to keep
You're
that.
A drum hoarder. at this point?
You know what? I guess I am.
You don't play at all. You said you'd show me something.
Oh, I'll play.
Let me try that. I ain't never did this before. If I was a student, have you ever taught anybody this type of stuff?
Yeah.
All right. Now, are you gonna help me or what?
Lose yourself in it.
Two Chainz. I need drums on stage next show. This is most expensivest. If your drums are not feeling well, you need to have drum surgery or have a drum checkup. Please holler at my man. And this was kind of fun. And I could see how time could just, you know, surpass, like. Thank you, man.
You got it.
That was fun.
Good. I'm glad you had fun.
Man, I was playing the hell out of no shit, boy.